Time moves fast when I'm with you. Went from lonely to falling in love, watching it all unfold. Yeah, I'm not scared of commitment, I'm just scared of doing something wrong.
Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well and doing good. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you how I got my fence done. I have received some questions from my subscribers asking me how much it cost me to build my fence. If you have a parcel of land, the first thing you want to be thinking about is to secure it by building fence around it. So this is really a very important question. This is a shout out to my subscribers that wants to know how much it cost me to build my fence. If you have 1 acre, it's going to cost you more to do your fence than if you have a 1 lot or parcel of land that you want to fence. So we're going to be diving into this. If you're new here, please go ahead and hit that red subscribe button to be subscribed. If you're over goodies, as we always say, thanks for stopping by. If you're returning, thank you for coming back to this channel. So stick around, like the video, comment and share the video with your friends and your loved ones. Let's get straight into it. This is a 1 lot, so I'm going to be specific to that. So if you are doing your fence or doing your fencing during the rainy season time, you want to be mindful of your materials, because it's going to cost you a whole lot depending on the builders or the people that are doing this contracted work for you. I think the main thing here is if you have people who really know what they're doing, it helps with the spending, because your material will not be wasted and they'll be careful in doing whatever they're doing for you. So as I said, this parcel is 1 lot, and I'm gonna go into how much it cost me now. How many blocks we needed for this project, the cement, the sand, the workmanship and other materials that were needed to get this fence erected. The very first thing I did was to buy my own molder, because I thought it was going to be cheaper if I get my own material, my own molder to mold my block. So if you are doing that, you want to make sure you want to get your own molder, because you don't want to be renting. If you rent the molder, it's going to cost you more, because depending on how these people will be molding the blocks, you're going to be paying per day, which I don't think you want to be doing. So the first thing you must do is to get your molder around $35 to $40 for 1 molder. If you're going for the 8-inch molder, then it will cost you more, maybe up to $50 or $60. But these blocks that you're looking at is 6-inch blocks, so my molder was around $35 to $40. So you want to get like 2 to 3 molders. Once you get those molders bought and ready, then the next thing you will be thinking about is to get the sand. Depending on the size of the truck, you can go for 10 tires, you can go for 6 tires. I will advise that you go for 10 tires. That will be much more sand than you go for the 6 tires, because you keep going back and forth with the sand. So you want to go for, if that 2 load of 10 tires sand, you want to do that first. Then the next thing you will be thinking about is to buy your cement. But before you even get to the cement, you want to know how many steel rods that will make those pillars for the fence. So you want to get the steel rod first before you even go for the cement, because you don't want the cement to be lying there waiting for the steel rod. So I think that the cement should be the last thing that you should buy before you start your work. Those steel rods, they're going to make it into pillows. So depending on how many pillows that will be going to your fence, that's how many steel rods you're going to need. But before you even go into the fence business, before you even start the fence business, now you will have an idea of how many cereals, how many bags of sand, how many bags of cement, and all of the other materials make your fencing for you. You will already have idea, because there will be an estimate given to you that will tell you you need 6,000 blocks, you need 7,000 blocks. So once you have this thing to work with, then you know how to go about buying your materials. So depending on the size, your contractor will tell you the inches of steels that you will need. If you ask me, I will tell you go for the better or the stronger steel, not those tiny ones, because you want this fence to last for the longest. So you're gonna buy your steels, and once you buy your steels, they're going to plat it for you. Before you even get your cement, you already now have a discussion of the people that's going to be molding the blocks for you, how you're going to pay them, how they're going to get their money. If you're feeding them, then that's how much they're going to charge you. If you're not feeding them, then they're going to charge you more, because they have to take their feeding from whatever money you gave them. So I would advise that you just concentrate, focus on them molding the blocks, let them feed themselves, add that money up and let them feed themselves. So once that is discussed, now you can start to mold the blocks. And also you want to take into consideration the water. Where are they going to get this water from? Do you have things that they will need to start molding the blocks? So you will need hay pen. I don't know for what reason, but it's good for you to have your hay pen there. You will need wheelbarrows, you will need shovels, and you will need water. This big container like the barrel, you need one or two of those to put down for them to store their water in when they need it. So these are things that you need to take into consideration before you even start to mold the blocks. You want to make sure that you have all of these things ready, sitting there before you start the process of the blocks molding, because I believe that if you have these things ready, it's all there, your work goes on smooth. Then you don't have the headache of people coming back and forth to you, asking you for this, asking you for that. So make sure that you have all of these things ready before they start to mold the blocks. Another thing that you will be taking into consideration is to know where are they going to place these blocks when they mold them. So you want to make sure that all of these things are all set up. So the blocks that was used to bring up the fence, to erect the fence, was 6,900. And even with that, as you can see in this video, the fence has not yet completed. So we still need more blocks to get this fence to the level that I want. So I'm thinking about going 4 or 5 courses in the future, in the near future, to get the fence to the level I want. The blocks that was used to bring this fence to this level that you're looking at was 6,900. That was how much sand load of we had on ground to mold the blocks. And we also used the sand to erect the fence. So the sand was used in 2 ways. Some of the sand was used to mold blocks, and some was used to lay blocks. So the 6,900 blocks that was molded, we used about 230 bags of cement to get us to 6,900 blocks. So you just do your math. We took 30 blocks from each bag, and we were able to get 6,900 blocks with 230 bags of cement. And then to lay the blocks, we had about 230 bags of cement to lay the blocks, like doing the foundation of the fence and then doing the caching and all of that. I think it went more than that, but I'm just going to stick to 230 bags of cement to mount the fence together. We had to do another to go around the fence to support, to make it hold together. That amount we used around it was 25. If you have any question, please leave these questions in the description box. I am more than willing to answer some of your questions. If you want to see any other video pertaining to the house about materials and other things, please feel free to leave that comment in the description box. I'm more than willing to do that. This is what we are here for. So the workmanship for doing the fence work, we came up, they were charging around 2,000, and then we had to, negotiate. It came down to $1,750, excluding feeding. I think one of the things that made it difficult and for the time to be long for them to spend a whole length of time doing this fence was that it was during the rainy season time, and once the rain was heavy, they couldn't work. They were working, but then it was just like they were going with the timing of the rain. So all of those things delayed the work and even made us to spend more money, because some of the cement got wet, it spoiled and all of that. So those are the things that you need to look at. You need to find those people that really know what they're doing, and then they will also give you advice in the process of doing whatever they're doing for you. And one of those things that I was looking at, those guys that did the fence, I had to take them from Bond County, thinking that it was going to be less if I found contractor out of town. But you can imagine, I had to pay their way to come from Bond County to come. Then I had to find a lodging place for them. That means I hosted them. Then I also was feeding them. So it took more money. If you're doing these kind of things, you need to look at all these things, because I'm just giving you this experience so you know how to go about it. Because sometimes you say, oh, let me get someone from out of town. Getting those people from out of town, the people don't know Monrovia, they don't have any family in Monrovia, so now you have to be like finding sleeping place for them. You got to be feeding them and all of that. So I didn't take all of those things into consideration, but as time went by, I found out that it was better for me to get those people from Monrovia than going out of town. But that was an experience that I had, and I learned from it. So look into all of that when you're doing your building work. Not every time. Sometimes it works fine. Finding people from out of town to bring to Monrovia to work for you, it works fine, very, very fine. But you just need to study the game and know how to go around it to do it work, to make it work for you. I hope this video have given you some kind of explanation for you to now have an idea of what to do once you start molding your blocks, or what to do once you start your fence. So if you take all of these things into consideration, it makes things easier for you to do whatever you're doing. Because I believe that we all need advice, we all need to look at the way forward to do our things. What I'm sharing with you today was shared with me by someone, and that's how I was able to build myself up to know what I am doing. So I hope this video brings you some kind of insight into what you'll be doing with your fence, how you'll be building your fence. Don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe, and to share the video with your friends and your loved ones. I will see you in the next one. You have a lovely time. Don't forget to also hit that notification bell to be notified every time we upload new video. I love you guys. Bye.
underneath. 'Cause I